We'll start by giving this old fence a quick sanding and then brush the dust off, and we'll be ready for stenciling. We're going to start with the darker color first, Renovation Gray. I've got that ready to go. I've got a dense foam roller and a few paper towels to offload the roller so there won't be too much paint. And I've placed my first stencil, secured it with just a few pieces of blue tape, and we'll start with that. And it looks great already. Randomly place your next stencil and just continue. So now I'm going to use this stem stencil, and it's got this curved section. So now we're going to use the leaf stencil and add some leaves to the stems. All right, I finished with the Renovation Gray, and now I'm going to move on to white birch. That's going to give us the light color on top. What do you think of this project? It turned out great, and it's an easy one for first-time stencilers.
I grabbed a small paper plate and tape to make the cutest DIY project. I'm doing this project on a fence, but you could easily apply the same technique to a wall in your home. It would be so adorable in a kid's room. I started by measuring the area I wanted to paint, and I taped it off. Then I placed tape across the paper plate. I ended up moving the tape a bit higher on the plate to match the width of the fence boards. I added a straight tape line at the top of the fence, and I placed the line on the paper plate on top of my paint line on the fence, and I used the paper plate as a stencil, and I drew around the top edge with a pencil to mark on the fence. This created the perfect scalloped edge. I removed the top tape, and since the fence boards are rough cedar, I sanded them with 150 grit sandpaper just in the area I wanted to paint. I wiped the boards clean with a damp rag, and then I shook a can of chalkboard paint really well, and I applied the chalkboard paint with a brush and covered the area. While the paint was still dry, I removed the tape, and I was super impressed with how well it kept the paint from bleeding. I let it dry for 24 hours, and then I decided to do a second coat because this project is outside and will get lots of harsh weather on it. But if it was an indoor project, I think one coat would have been plenty enough. I gave the painted area a light hand sand, and then I wiped it clean with a damp rag. For the second coat, I used a brush for the top parts and the bottom edge, and then I used a foam roller for the rest. I let the second coat dry for 24 hours, and then I tested it out to see if the chalkboard actually worked, and it did. I'm so impressed how well the paper plate worked to create the perfect scalloped chalkboard on this fence at this early learning center.
Today we are going to be transforming this kind of worn, old, ugly wall fence in my backyard into something beautiful using this Dixie Belle paint in Midnight Sky, and believe it or not, some plastic plates from the dollar store. Okay, so first stage of this is for me to get this fence completely painted. The second stage, I'll come back to you in a moment and show you what it is I'm actually going to do with those plastic plates. Now we're going to move on to the second stage. I'm going to create some beautiful decor to go on that fence that's going to make it look a little bit more modern and a little bit more interesting. I have got these melamine plastic plates I just picked up at the dollar store. I've also got a couple of these larger silver coloured plates. So to start off, let's work on the smaller plates, and I am going to be doing these two different styles, two different ways, and I am going to be using some alcohol ink on this. Just added a little bit there, that's isopropyl alcohol, and then I've got these really lovely colours. I'm kind of trying to stay with those blues and those cobalt colours, and I'm just going to move this around a bit to start with. Move this around. Here we go, a little bit more of that. Next up I'm going to take, you can use a hairdryer or a heat gun. I've actually got like a little heat pen here. I'm just going to move this around. I'm going to try and make almost circles with it, so it can kind of almost have a little rose kind of effect. I think that would be very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. And I'm going to clean up the edges, don't worry. And that was so quick, so fast. It's almost done, almost dry. And let me take that off, and then I'm just going to clean up this edge. I'm just going to work my way around very simply. I'm actually going to seal it with this Kmart varnish, because I don't want it to smudge. The second version that I'm going to do on these little plates is I'm actually going to use these stick and style stencils. You may have seen me use these before, and it's really pretty. As you can see when it's over the wood, it's a lovely, lovely kind of stencil. All I need to do for this, I'm just going to cut this here. So now I'm just going to place this, I think I'll place it kind of towards the bottom. Now, because I want to stick with this blue theme, this kind of cobalt blue, I have actually taken the Dixie Belle chalk mineral paint in cobalt blue. Now it will stick really well. I could not find my stencil brushes. I could not find my stencil, what do you call them? The triangles for putting on makeup to do my stenciling. So I have taken some of this blue shot cloth. So I'm literally going to just take some more paint, offload it, And here we go. I'm going to build this up in a couple of layers so it gets that really breathtaking cobalt blue look to it. Let me carry on doing this, and then I'll do one coat and then we'll come back to you with the second coat in just 1 second. Okay, let's take this stencil off and see how it looks. Just pretty. I'm just going to get this edge here just so that it's a little bit cleaner. Okay, so that is our second version of our plate. Our third technique that we're going to create on these plates is we're going to go full Jackson Pollock. Now these are really, really shiny, and whilst I probably could get away without putting any on, it's basically a product that allows you to paint over any shiny surface. Great if you've got melamine, great if you've got something that's really, really shiny and you know that you're just concerned that the paint is going to kind of peel off after a little while because it's super shiny. And then it comes out looking like this. So that had the slick stick on it about an hour ago, and then you would ideally paint a full second coat. So then the next stage, once I've done that, this is where we take our white paint. So I'm going to move my slick stick off to one side and you just paint that on there, and that's done. That is now ready to accept the really fun bit. This is my favourite part of this entire exercise. We're going to throw some paint around. I have picked up, this is Moonshine Metallic in Silver Bullet, again from Dixie Belle Paint. You can use any acrylic paint you want to, you just need to make sure it's liquid enough. And then we're back to our beautiful cobalt blue, which is what you used earlier. Dipping the paintbrush in there and then zimming and zooming it all the way backwards and forwards. And next up, we're going to use this Silver Bullet, exactly the same. You can see it's lovely and liquid. And there we go, because we're just pulling in that silver that it had on the little plates. So let me show you again exactly how that works, exactly the same way. We can do that on one of our smaller plates. And then I'm just going to let these all dry and we are going to go hang them up on the fence outside. So before I can actually attach these plastic plates to the wall, we actually need to figure out how we're going to do that. So I was thinking about this, and I was thinking there's lots of different ways you could do it. But the simplest way to me seemed that if I just got some string, some E600, and I used the blue painter's tape just to stop the string from popping off to the side, and that's how I've done it. I've just done that. We've got little hooks in the fence, and that is how we're going to attach them to the wall. Very simple. You could do it another way if you wanted to, use command hooks or nails or however you want to, but to me that seemed like a very quick and easy little workaround without having to go and buy something specifically for it. On this beautiful sunny day, I hope you have enjoyed this make. I have brought the indoors outdoors.